Hey guys, I'm Michael, and I will be talking about the Megaverse in this episode of the Marvelverse. Okay guys, so the word Megaverse is an official term, but it's not really used very often because of some copyright issues that I don't really understand. So you can use it when you're describing stuff, but you probably won't see it used by Marvel very often. Now, the definition of Megaverse is a group of multiverses that are still easily accessible. Now, I have a theory of what that definition means, and it kind of explains why certain things have happened. So, my theory of what a Megaverse is different multiverses that revolve around one key idea. So you would have a space travel Megaverse, which would involve Star Wars and Star Trek, and probably a few others. And of course, these would have their own multiverses, like, what if Anakin didn't turn evil? Or what if the Death Star wasn't destroyed? Sorry, Trekkies, I really don't know that much about Star Trek, so I can't think of any examples for different multiverses, but if you can, comment down below. There would also be what I call the single savior Megaverse, which revolves around one person who has to save everyone else. This would include the Avatar, the Last Airbender, and Doctor Who. There would also be a superhero Megaverse, which would involve Marvel, DC, and a few others. This would explain why there have been a few Marvel DC crossovers. There are not that many, but it has been done. There is also the video game Megaverse, which is really separated into the company Megaverses. So Sony would have all of the characters and timelines from the PlayStation, which would be Ratchet & Clank, Devil May Cry, BioShock, Infamous. All of these are part of the same Megaverse, which would explain why they can make crossovers like PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Similarly, Nintendo would have their own Megaverse, which would include Pokemon, Donkey Kong, Mario, Kirby, all of the characters that are only found on Nintendo devices. They are all part of the same Megaverse, which explains their crossovers like Super Smash Bros. And then you have the Megaverses which span multiple systems, like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Sims, or Portal. They cross over multiple systems, which is why they're not seen in very many crossovers. Then you could have the toy Megaverse. All of the universes that have to do with toys could be grouped into a Megaverse. The biggest one that I can think of would be Lego, because of all the different video games they have made and all the different Lego series that they have made. Since they're all part of the same Megaverse, that is why they can make crossovers like Lego Dimensions, the biggest, most diverse crossover I think I have probably ever seen, combining Doctor Who with Scooby-Doo, with The Simpsons, with Back to the Future. All of these different things are so random, but since they're all Lego, they can all be put together. I didn't even mean to make that pun. Now, I can't figure out what Megaverse our Earth would be in, but it kind of makes sense that I'm not able to. I mean, who knows what our planet is to another dimension. Maybe we're a video game in a different dimension that has superheroes. They can play a video game with a world that doesn't, just to see what life might be like. And imagine if anyone from our universe went to a video game universe and told them that there were hundreds of other video games just like them, and that we play them as video games. Because to them, everything's actually happening. Now, I realize that I'm taking this way too seriously, but it's fun just to let your brain wander and think what might be. And you're also watching the video, which means that you enjoyed this idea too. Alright guys, that's all I have to say for Megaverse, but now I'm going to do a really quick month recap. It's going to go fast, so I hope you're ready. Alright, here we go. Universe, made of the 3 original timelines: creation, evolution, assisted evolution. These timelines then branched off into separate universes based on the choices made by the characters inside of these universes. All of these universes can then be grouped into multiverses based on if they have the same universal hierarchy. All of these universes can then be put together into Megaverses if they revolve around one similar idea. All of these Megaverses are inside of the Omniverse, which you cannot escape. And all of this was Marvel's idea. And Marvel is owned by Disney. So that pretty much means that Disney owns everything. Big surprise there, right? Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and the whole first season of Marvelverse. The second series theme has not been determined yet, but that just means that it'll be a surprise. So I hope you stick around for that one. And make sure you comment if you have any questions. I'm happy to hear from you, and I'm happy to answer those. So I hope you stick around for Season 2 of the Marvelverse.